Welcome, Matt.
Howdy, howdy. I need to throw my computer against a wall. I need to throw. Okay, one sec. I'm just going to try going out and then come back in via my computer.
No problem. I have my mic muted because I'm crushing Cheez-Its for my SpaghettiOs. I haven't had a chance to eat yet.
Spiffy.
Yeah, it's very spiffy.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
That's not going to be a problem. Your Honor, we have 5 witnesses today. I don't know how long ago it will be. It could be a short day, so.
Okay,
As far as our witness is concerned, you can take, not that you need my permission, but
sure.
you can take your time.
Okay, so is it okay with the defense that we're gonna take a break for lunch around 11:15, depending on where the testimony is. It's gonna be an early lunch, but I have a meeting that I have to attend at 11:30.
Yes, no, absolutely.
I just wanted to let you all know. And then, Mr. Sachs, do you have any idea approximately when you'll be finishing your case?
Probably next week.
Okay, okay, that helps. I'm just trying to get a tentative schedule, and that following week, the week of the 8th is the week that I have the juror who is unavailable from the 10th through the 12th.
That should be it.
And then there's another juror on the 9th who has a family graduation that he has asked to attend, although he has said he completely understands if he can't, and that's on the 9th. So if you're finished next week, I was thinking we would have court on Monday, if at all that week, because many of the jurors have conflict.
That's fine with us.
Is that
The week of the 8th, Ron?
correct?
That's fine. I'm sorry. If the state is gonna finish,
They said next week.
No, for some unknown reason, StreamYards doesn't like my microphone.
I mean, I can hear you fine, so.
oh, I'm sorry.
I'm back on my phone now.
We have the 5th off, which is a Friday. My plan is, if the state doesn't finish by next week, then they can have Monday if needed. But if not, because of the juror conflicts, we would take a break from the trial for you all to get certain matters taken care of, and that would be an extra week for you all to,
No,
I
this
shall
is
work on
live,
it.
KK. This is live, KK.
in office or in office matters, okay? So I just wanted to double check to make sure.
Because we have to talk about what you do at some point. I know we're not doing it now, but I just want to put that on the table.
Absolutely. Okay, are the jurors ready to be brought in?
Yes.
Thank you.
Not exactly breaking news, but the parents from Sandy Hook are have just been granted to go forward with their lawsuit against Alex Jones for $150 million.
Alex Jones?
Yeah.
The Alex Jones?
Yep.
Wow.
Your thoughts were exactly the same as mine. Like he has $150 million to sue for.
I mean, he's probably in the millions, but actually, let me do something here.
State, you may call your next witness when you're ready.
Thank you. Sergeant Lee, Beltran.
They're suing him for claiming that Sandy Hook was a conspiracy theory.
Of course.
And the motion's just been granted to go forward with the trial.
No, he's worth $5 million.
So 150 is dreaming.
I mean, this creator that I'm so very fond of, she is being sued for $10 million. And,
Without a conscious brain?
No. She used to be called Critical K.
Oh, yes. I know the one that, oh, what's her name? The rapper that she claimed had
Yes, ma'am.
certain transmittable diseases.
Oh, I don't know. No, she's claiming that. They brought
Raymond
this guy
Beltran,
back.
Beltran.
Sir, what is your occupation?
I'm a sergeant for the Broward Sheriff's Office,
And how long have you been with the Broward Sheriff's Office?
19 years.
Is that your first law enforcement experience with the Broward Sheriff's Office?
With the Broward Sheriff's Office, yes.
Yes. Okay, so I'd like to call your attention to November the 13th, 2000.
No, this is a replay.
Yes, sir.
And were you on duty that day?
Yes, sir.
And did you have an assignment that you went to on that day?
Yes, sir.
Where did you go?
I went to the main jail, Pod 4 Delta.
Okay.
And he's like, good catch.
That can't be a replay. Hold on, because it
Yeah,
said
it was.
live. So
Yeah, a lot of them have live still on them, even though they're showing replays. I just stumbled across the same thing before you came back.
that's some bullshit. So,
Whilst you're looking for that, I'll let the subscribers and that know. YouTube are changing their algorithms a lot at the moment. So make sure not only with this channel, but any channel you subscribe to, that you have hit subscribe. Keep checking subscribe because they're removing them. Make sure you hit the bell. Try and watch all the videos right through to the end and hit like on all of the videos. Otherwise, they're not going to show up in your news feed. They're trying to push the YouTube shorts like TikToks at the moment.
Okay.
and here I was thinking it was just me.
Nope, it's happening to everyone. Annie Elise was the one that first brought it to my attention.
So that's our argument.
And she's wise. So
Specifically as to the comment that you have in front of you from State's Identification 23I.
Okay.
We're objecting because this is the state's attempt to invite the jury to consider victim impact evidence as an aggravator, which is impermissible. As to that comment.
And Your Honor,
Yes.
the state, to put this in context, Your Honor, this is coming in under cold, calculated, and
Spaghettios and meatballs and
These
Cheez-Its.
comments go back to 2017. They show the planning, the thought processes of the defendant, his state of mind, what he was searching for on the internet. This all goes to CCP, and not just for the establishment of the aggravator, but as to the weight that it should be given by the jury. These searches are absolutely relevant. The fact
I had to read that again,
are-
Squirrel. I was there
The
thinking
state
that
doesn't
you were
see
saying that
it.
I was
It
going
is
through your
present
subscriptions, and I'm like,
evidence.
no.
Yes, it is,
I haven't been to your channel yet, but I will.
It is against the defendant, but this is what the defendant was searching for, and that's why the state seeks to admit it. It goes to
Do you mean-
CCP.
I thought these were comments.
They are.
You said searching for.
Their searches and their comments, they're what the defendant has put on the internet.
Yeah, how is that not evidence?
But the two things that I'm looking at are comments that I assume you made in reference to a YouTube video. It says YouTube comments.
Judge, this is, what I'm handing you is the actual, copies of all the evidence. I just gave you two examples. Or Mr. Stats gave you one and I gave you one. This is where everything.
But the specific objections are to these two comments.
Do you mind if I drop the link to my channel for those that missed it the other day?
On October 23rd, 2017, there's a
I mean, if
YouTube
you want.
comment that has 3 comments.
I don't want
that
to
were
spam
made.
your channel with
2 on October
mine if,
23rd and 1
yeah.
on October 31st regarding mass murder, hating people, and.
My channel's going nuts before
so
I've
on and
even
so
started
forth.
it.
You're only objecting to
I've teed up
the second
interviews
comment on
with
that, as to
heaps of artists,
more
and
specific grounds.
they've only just heard that I'm starting it.
Just to reiterate, overall objecting based on 401 and 402.
I understand. And then on the comment, I guess the document summarizing YouTube comments made on July 3rd, 4th, and 5th of 2017, you only have a more specific objection to the comment made July 4th, 2017 at 12:38:14 a.m. Universal time. I don't know what that means either, but about the families.
Yes.
Good call, Squirrel.
Other than that,
When my
it's a
daughter was
general
trying
objection.
to do a Minecraft channel
So-
on mine,
Okay,
I had
so the
mine locked down
documents
as
that
well.
Mr. Marcus is talking about, you have a general objection, not a specific objection.
Yes.
And I don't mean to downplay your objection, I'm just trying to make sure I understand the difference.
No, I understand.
These are the defendant's thoughts, Your Honor.
Oh, look at these parents. They're pissed off that they're trying to keep
What I'm
evidence
looking
out.
at on, October 23rd, 2017, the comments that the defense is objecting to.
Right.
October 23rd, 2017. This is shortly in temporal proximity.
Oh, the lawyers have swapped chairs. I wonder if that means
What he's thinking
he's
about,
going to be
what he wants to
rebutting
do, and what he actually did.
or cross-examining
These are his comments. And it goes to CCP, the aggravator.
upcoming
and it goes to the weight
witnesses.
that these jurors can give. And they follow each other in sequence. I mean, I understand that the defense doesn't want these comments read in open court, and I will respect that as long as the court can follow along and see the sequential order of the comments.
I can.
And Judge, as to the October 23rd, 2017 comment that was posted at 11:26 to 9 p.m., the specific issue is the first part of the sentence.
Okay.
Right? So our request is to redact that first part. I don't think it takes anything out of context in regards to the aggravator that Ms. McCann has placed on the record.
The defendant has already pleaded guilty to 17 counts of murder, Your Honor. So I don't think taking anything out is going to change anything. It's certainly not going to lessen any prejudice. As I stated before, Your Honor, the state in these proceedings is only going to introduce prejudicial evidence against the defendant. It is our job to present aggravating factors. It's the defendant's job to present mitigating circumstances. We wouldn't be introducing this unless it was relevant to our job to present aggravation.
The problem with the first part of that comment, Your Honor, again, is that it is anticipatory rebuttal. It doesn't particularly go to CCP. I can see the state's and respect the state's argument on the second half of that.
I mean, how would it be any different if I were to say, no one's ever hurt me, but I like to hurt people?
I would argue that that would be anticipatory rebuttal if the state was to bring the first part of that comment.
But wouldn't it be just me explaining that there's no reason for what I want to do, I just want to do it?
Did the judge just reveal what the comment says?
I think that using those first 4 words
Pretty much, but the jury's not there, so it doesn't matter.
is the state's way of trying to get rebuttal in when it's inappropriate.
I mean, the defense is just trying to split hairs here at this point.
Yeah. Basically, what I'm getting from it is we don't want it introduced because we can't rebut it.
It's case in chief, but it might be admissible depending on what you put on your case as rebuttal.
Which makes it
evidence.
indisputable evidence.
And stating possibly that those particular words may be some, without getting into what our case is, Judge.
Okay.
It may be relevant rebuttal at that point, but it is not appropriate at this point.
Without getting into what our case is. Like you have a case.
So here's your exhibit back in your, I think this is just a copy of an exhibit, and I'm gonna wait to hear the context and the relevance, and I will go with them. If you can, note your objection, and your objection, and then I'll decide.
Okay, and that goes for also the other.
Good call, Judge.
July 2017, where
Yeah,
the
because
argument I made regarding inviting the jury to use victim impact evidence as an aggravating factor.
Yes, I'm gonna rule at the time as to both of them.
Okay.
Give me just 1 second.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fair call. She's only going to allow it in if they can prove that it's aggravating factors. Aw, how sweet. Someone got flowers. Oh, it's one of the research attorneys. Lucky lady. Getting them in the middle of court is kind of random, though.
Yeah, that was weird. What's with that?
I hope the card doesn't say with love from Nikolas Cruz.
I kind of hope it does. Hi, Lace with Lacey. Long time.
I have actually seen that at Central Florida Mummies. I've seen pizzas delivered in the middle of trial.
Did my point person discussion from the defense for this witness?
I don't think it's
Dr. Malik is going to be first, right?
Okay,
He
see you
came in
next.
from out of town, so we want
Okay, no problem.
I see the first person.
Sometimes I don't know who to look to for the objection, and that's fine. I can figure it out.
Bring the jurors in, Judge.
At least they didn't go to the judge.
Y'all are a bunch of haters, man. Like somebody was thinking about somebody.
I would send the judge flowers if she wasn't taken. After this case, she deserves it. You could do that, Squirrel. You could actually take a pet squirrel to the courthouse as long as you can get a doctor to give you a certificate saying it's your companion pet.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So they're going to go over the tech in the comments, or at least his social media comments, or in posts. They're just bringing in the jury now. So I wonder who the witness is that they're going to call. I guess that maybe the tech detective.
I dare say so, being that's pretty much what they were talking about. They were trying to exclude social media posts.
I mean, but you posted it, asshole. That shit's out there.
Did he post it, or I'm not sure whether he posted it or whether someone else posted it after the event.
Maybe they're talking about comments from his social media posts that they're trying to redact. But I don't know because they said comments. They didn't say posts. They said comments. So I don't know.
Yeah. In this case, like 99.9% of the time, the police get the accounts shut down immediately. I think it was within an hour and a half of finding out that he was the shooter, they had his social media accounts locked. It's annoying. The mainstream media get wind of who they are, so they can quickly dig up all their social media pages, and then by the time they air it, the pages are being pulled down, so you can't go and confirm it's legit.
Swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand down and be seated. And when you're seated, please state your full name and spell your last name for the record.
Yes, my name is Craig Thomas Malik, Mallak.
Good afternoon, Dr. Malik.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sats.
And
Medical
what is your
examiner?
occupation, sir?
I'm a forensic pathologist.
Okay. Could you briefly give us a history of your education, sir?
Yes, sir. I attended Michigan State University and received a degree in forensic sciences working in a crime lab. From there, I went to Creighton University in Omaha, Nebraska, and I got both my JD, my law degree, and my medical degree. The Navy put me through medical school, so I went right off to active duty after medical school. After the first year of residency, I was sent out with the Marines for a year as a general medical officer. They call you a regimental surgeon, but you're basically just a general medical officer. And then after that, went back and finished my residency both in Oakland and then at Bethesda at the National Naval Medical Center. From there, I was sent to the Armed Forces Institute of Pathology, which is on the grounds, the old Walter Reed, which is now closed, and specialized in forensic pathology. And I'm board certified in anatomic and clinical hospital pathology, and then forensic pathology.
Okay, so that's how he got across.
You were in the Navy at the time?
Yes.
Okay, and then what happened with your career with the Navy?
After I finished my fellowship, I was sent to Okinawa, Japan to be the Armed Forces Medical Examiner for the Far East. And I served in various other capacities there. From there, I was sent to Millington, Tennessee, which is right outside Memphis, where Naval Personnel Command is, to do an administrative tour as a detail. And I wrote the orders and sent people all over the world. And I was about to get out and come down to Florida, actually. And then 9/11 happened, and I was called and asked if I wanted to be the Chief Armed Forces Medical Examiner. And in that role, not only the military, but there are no other forensic pathologists at the federal level, so we worked for all federal agencies. And right after I got there, the Space Shuttle Columbia crashed, and I was in charge of the medical investigation
Jesus.
of that. And then the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan broke out.
Look at how
Worked
impressed the
very, very
parents are.
hard. And
I want this guy
one of
on
the
my
things that
Facebook friends list.
really, I'm the most proud of is there are no MIAs or POWs from either of those conflicts. Everybody has been accounted for.
Wow.
And so there's
Good
no
for you, man.
family that doesn't know. And after, as the war
Like the whole gallery wants to
wound down,
stand
I
up and
started to
give
go
him
out
applause.
and interviewed
And
for
do you
a
want to know the
civilian
worst
job.
part about all
And I
this?
came down here thinking this is just a practice interview. And the next thing I know, they're calling me and
In the
asking if I want to be
civilian
the chief
world,
medical
all that's
examiner here
useless.
in 2012. And I stayed here for 9 years. We were very busy with the opioid epidemic, FLACA, if you remember FLACA, COVID, we had the airport incident where 5 people were shot, the nursing home, the overheating issue there following the hurricane, and of course, this tragedy here.
Okay. With reference to, just.
The Navy
briefly,
is the
how many,
only
autopsies in your career, Dr. Malik, have you performed?
part of the
It's
military
in the
where
thousands.
medical
And how
training
many
isn't
of those
accepted
autopsies were the
in
result of
civilian
gunshot
world.
wounds?
If you're trained as a
Especially in the
medic
military during
in
the wars, there were lots
Army,
of
Air
gunshot
Force,
wounds.
or
So
Marines,
hundreds and
you're
hundreds of
qualified
gunshot
as a
wounds.
Are you
civilian.
familiar
Navy,
then
you're
with,
not.
small arms, gunshot wounds and rifle AR-15 type wounds?
Definitely.
Okay. And have you testified as an expert in forensic pathology in a court of record?
Yes,
How many times?
probably been well more than 1,000 times in courts, state courts, international tribunals, federal level, throughout the judicial system around the world.
Okay. Dr. Malik, more specifically, I'd like
He
to take
probably
you to,
testified in Osama bin Laden.
Thursday, February the 15th, 2018. Did you have an occasion to perform an autopsy on one Carol Logren?
Yes.
Okay. I want to first show you State's Exhibit 109. Is that Carol Logren?
Yes, sir.
And showing you State's exhibits for identification, Dr. Malik, 22S, 22R, 22Q, 22P, 22O, 22N, and 22M. Dr. Malik, would you be good enough to take a look at these exhibits and see if you can identify them for me, please, sir?
Yes, sir.
What are they?
These are photographs that were taken during my examination
Of Carol Logren?
of Carol.
On Thursday, February 15th, 2018.
Yes, sir.
And Dr. Malik, would these exhibits help you in illustrating to the court and to the jury the nature of her wounds?
Yes.
And would those photographs, those exhibits assist you in explaining to the court and to the jury the manner and cause of death of Carol Logren?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Malik. Your Honor, I'd like to offer these exhibits, please. Jason, you have seen them, thank you.
Where's Cherry when we need him?
She'll be around, I'm sure.
I forgot the list of victims, and I don't want to go Googling it again.
Okay, is there any objection from the defense?
Is there any objection to the MIL 12, which incorporate all arguments and authorities therein? Thank you.
Thank you. Over the defense objection, states 22M, like Mary, will be received as 430. 22N, like Nancy, 431. 22O, 432. 22P,
Did they say this is Kara?
433. 22Q, 434. 22R, 435. And 22S, like Sam, 436.
That many photos, I think she was on the 3rd floor. And it's going to be nasty.
Yeah, these don't get easier.
Dr. Malik, I want to show you State's Exhibit marked 430. Can you see that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Could you explain, you have that one wound marked A. Could you explain what that is and what your findings were, sir?
This is an entrance wound of a gunshot.
Okay. And what damage did that cause?
That bullet pathway went across to the right side of the chest and caused injury to the vena cava, which is the large artery that brings blood back to the heart, and then portions of it were found in the right breast tissue.
Okay.
Wow.
Now I'm going to show you State's Exhibit marked B, and B appears to be right next to where you had the arrow for A, correct?
Yes,
And how about this? What is that?
that is another entrance wound from a gunshot.
And the path and damage of that bullet, sir?
That followed the same pathway as gunshot wound A.
Okay. And State's Exhibit marked 432, and you have a gunshot wound appears to the back labeled D.
Yes,
Okay. Could you tell us about that wound?
yes, that's a third entrance wound that entered the side of the chest.
And damage?
Damage to the chest wall, and then severe damage to the heart.
Okay. Of those three wounds, Dr. Malik, A, B, and D, would any of them either any of the three
A
in
and
and
D.
of themselves cause fatal injury?
Oh, definitely D,
D, definitely D, and A and B.
potentially salvageable.
Okay.
Really?
And showing you State's Exhibit 433.
Well, if they had gotten to her in time, maybe.
But it hit the main artery going back
This
to the
is
heart.
what a term that we came up with in the military called the ballistic impact point. As these bullets hit the floor and walls, they fragment and they lose a lot of their energy, and they will just hit the skin and maybe go a little ways under the skin and then stop. This wound here does not continue beyond where you see it.
Okay. And State's Exhibit 434.
This one looks like a gunshot wound again, but it's a ballistic impact point. Again, there's nothing underneath the skin. There's no pathway. It stopped right there.
And as a result of your autopsy, Dr. Malik, were you able to determine the cause of death at Carroll Logren?
Yes, sir.
And what was the cause of death?
Multiple gunshot wounds.
Okay. And showing you State's Exhibit 435. What does that show?
These are some of the fragments that were recovered from the pathway. As you can imagine, they're all basically in the same area, so it's difficult to say which bullet these came from.
Okay. And State's Exhibit 436.
And again, this shows 2 copper jackets, and a third piece of copper jacket, and then 2 internal parts of the bullet, the lead from the internal from the bullet.
And Doctor, in your experience, you've seen handgun wounds and AR-15 type wounds, correct?
It's high velocity versus low velocity.
Yeah. What's the difference?
On a handgun, they usually travel around 1,200 feet per second. The bullet does. They vary a little bit, but with these types of this type of munition, it's a very small bullet. It's a 22 caliber bullet, but it's moving at over 3,000 feet per second. And so as it enters the body, it causes this temporary cavity around it, but there's so much energy with these bullets. And so it just tears skin, bone, organs for 20 to 30 times bigger than the diameter of the actual bullet as it imparts its energy as it goes through the body.
And Doctor, were you able to form an opinion with reference to wounds A, B, and D on Carroll Logren? Were you able to form an opinion as to the order of shots?
Duck and felonies, it's absolutely
Well, it's
necessary.
difficult to tell, but the 2 on the top of her shoulder, there was a lot of hemorrhage with them. Once the wound from the back left side of her body severely injured the heart. Now you're open.
I'm gonna pause this just for a second so I can address that comment, because
You want me to do that for you?
No, I got it.
Yep,
These
cool.
comments are really important because they're difficult to listen to. This testimony is very difficult to listen to. These types of testimony are very difficult to listen to. But duck and felonies, it is absolutely necessary because they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. They have to leave no room for any speculation whatsoever. What they're trying to do is make sure if he already pled guilty, we already know that he already pled guilty, but what they're doing right now is determining whether or not he deserves the death penalty. And a jury has to decide this. So you have to convince 12 people unanimously. 12 people unanimously have to decide and agree that he deserves the death penalty. And in order to do that, you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. And that requires a little what seems to be overkill in information, so that the defense cannot have any ground to stand on whatsoever.
Correct. As they were saying before he testified, the prosecution has to present aggravating circumstances. So they have to show that it was horrific, cold-blooded, overboard, whereas the defense has to show mitigating, which means that he did it because he was mentally traumatized, he was bullied, etc., etc. They have to provide evidence as to why he did what he did, and he's not actually a monster.
Okay, yeah, the parents' reaction right now is, I have to see what he said. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hemorrhage around it. So the D entrance wound is probably sometime
Go back a little bit
after
further.
the first 2. That much hemorrhage around it. So of her body, severely injured the heart. now you're opening up the system, the blood pressure is going to drop right away and you're not going to see that much hemorrhage around it. So the D entrance wound is probably sometime after the first two.
Yep.
And that D was the wound to the back.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Malik. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Friends, any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
That father understands what that means. So wound A, when it hit the artery, she would have been bleeding
Masters, please.
intensely internally, and suffering
My name is
quite
Detective
bad.
Nikolas Masters, Masters.
Good afternoon, Detective Masters.
Good afternoon.
What is your occupation?
I'm a detective with the Broward County Sheriff's Office.
All right. How long have you been with the Broward County Sheriff's Office?
I've been with the Broward Sheriff's Office for almost 19 years.
Okay. And what is your present assignment?
I'm currently assigned to the Strategic Investigations Division and the Internet Crimes Against Children Unit.
Okay. And I'd like to call your attention back to
Okay, so
February
this
of,
is
2000.
internet crimes.
What was your assignment at that point?
The same, I was assigned to the Internet Crimes Against Children Unit.
Okay. And what are your duties and responsibilities?
So as a detective assigned to that unit, I investigate child pornography cases, but I also assist other units as well as other agencies in the analysis of electronic data.
That guy's job
So that's what you
sucks.
do, forensic data
Like
analysis?
sucks.
Yes, electronic data analysis.
Okay. And how long have you been doing that?
Currently around about 9 years.
Okay. And
Holy
please
crap,
tell
he's
us,
done well.
what training and education you have had to be involved in electronic data analysis?
I went through the basic police academy. I've also attended numerous forensic courses, Cellbrite, certified operator, and physical analysis. For cell phone analysis, the extraction and analysis of data from vehicle infotainment systems out of vehicles. Numerous other forensic classes involving the preservation and collection of digital data.
Okay. And have you ever testified as an expert in forensic data analysis, electronic data analysis in a court of record?
In electronic data, yes, I've testified in 10 federal cases.
Okay. I'd like
Only
to call
10?
your attention to this case. Specifically, February the 14th, 2018. Did you become involved in this case against Nikolas Cruz?
These
Yes, I
days, guys like him
And
are
when
worth
did you get
their weight in
involved?
gold.
Shortly after,
Totally,
we
'cause
were
nobody wants to
made
do
aware
that
of the
shit.
incident around 2:45.
But it has to be
3 o'clock.
done.
Okay. And
Not
as a
only
result
that,
of your investigation, based on your
the ones that
experience
mainly
and position
focus
you had with the
on
Broward Sheriff's Office,
the
did you
child photos,
evaluate any
they
social
usually burn out
media
within
analysis?
3 to 5 years if they're
Yes, we
mainly
were
focusing on that.
receiving different social media accounts
But the
through
ones that
the
can do what
analyst
he does,
teams at
going
the
through
Strategic
computers,
Investigations
phones,
Division. And then we were also
car
monitoring
systems and that,
intel that was coming in over the
because
radio.
everything is tech orientated these days,
So let me now show you State's Exhibit
everyone needs them.
Right.
23N. And Detective Masters, tell me what that is.
These are the YouTube comments, or some of the YouTube comments
Here we
from
go.
the NicholasJacobCruz@gmail.com account.
Oh, okay. And there are some certain comments. How did you find those comments?
I conducted searches looking for various keywords and topics related to mass shootings and other types of violence.
Okay. And
Oh crap, don't check my YouTube account.
you received what from whom to review it?
So these were records that were provided by Google.
Okay.
And that's what the attached documents are their record certifications, which was linked. This account was linked through the YouTube records through the Uber records that we obtained.
Okay. And were there many items that you went through to pick out these particular items?
Yes,
Okay, was it come in a disc?
they give us a download through their law enforcement portal.
Okay, and you reviewed the download and you picked out certain comments, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And attached to that is a certificate from Google
Yes, sir.
for what?
They're just authenticating that these are records that they keep in their general business, and then giving a list of the files that they provided.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to offer State's Exhibit 2310.
I wonder if they're allowing him to receive his fan mail.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too, actually. I'm sure it's read first.
Is there any objection to the admission?
Oh,
of
they check
Stacy
everything that comes in.
23
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Nancy for identification?
Yes, Judge, I'd like to review my earlier objections specifically from arguments made in D 175, D 213, D MIL 10.
Okay.
Yes,
no
sadly,
objections
there are
noted.
people that
Over
are
the
sick and
defense
crazy enough
objection,
that they would be
23N
sending
from
him fan
Nancy
mail, marriage
as case
proposals, and God knows what else.
137.
And then you'll have the crazy YouTubers that will be trying to get in contact him for an exclusive.
Detective Masters, now I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 437. And you testified they're YouTube comments, right?
I can't see it yet.
Can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want me to make it bigger?
No, I can read those.
Let's see. Okay. So these are the comments you got from Google for YouTube comments, right?
Yes, sir.
So it lists the creation date. That means the date the comments were made.
Yes, it does.
And then it lists the comment, okay?
Yes, sir.
So could you go and, read those, the dates and the comments for us?
Yes, August 30th, 2017 at 5:29 and 15 seconds PM UTC, which is Universal Coordinated Time. I plan on shooting them soon, year 2020, date of massacre unknown, location unknown, somewhere in Florida.
Wow, the shooting happened in 2019, right?
The next one is September 2,
2018.
2017,
Okay.
6:56 and 39 seconds PM UTC. Just want to kill people. September 8th, 2017, 1:51 and 14 seconds PM UTC. I rather kill people, 2020. September 16, 2017, 3:53:25 AM UTC. The amount of time it took for the police to come, I think this is fake. September 18, 2017, 12:25, 26 seconds AM UTC. I hide it deep within and think about killing people. September 18th, 2017 at 12:42 and 43 seconds AM UTC. The last part makes me scared what happens when I have no one. I am 18, still in high school, and everyone is on their way to college while I am there thinking about killing people and ending their lives. I hate my life and I want to take people with me. September 22, 2017 at 4:21:45 a.m. UTC. I fucking hate humans. September 24th.
I mean, so do I, but I don't want to kill anybody.
2017, 11:49 and 1 second PM UTC. I'm going to be a professional school shooter.
Professional. Wow.
September 28, 2017,
He failed that one
5:22
miserably.
and 41 seconds PM UTC. My life sucks. I failed high school. I'm going to go on a killing rampage. October 10th, 2017, 5:37 and 14 seconds AM UTC. I'm going to kill a lot of fucking people. I hate you all after what happened in Las Vegas. I had enough. October 10th, 2017 at 6:36, 54 seconds AM UTC. I have no problem shooting a girl in the chest.
Wow.
October 13, 2017,
Jesus.
2:13 and 38 seconds AM UTC. I hate everyone and everything. I fucking go into a bad part of town and make a sniper nest and kill people. Just don't give a fuck about life. January 17, 2018 at 4:37 and 20 seconds AM UTC. I hate people. January 17, 2018 at 5:52 and 33 seconds PM UTC. I want to kill shit ton of people and murder children. January 17.
See, now he should have been
2018,
committed after
at
that.
6:12 and 30 seconds PM UTC. I want to kill people.
He should have been
January
committed after
30th,
the first one.
2018 at 4:38 and 48 seconds AM UTC.
Oh, yeah.
I hate people.
That was YouTube comments. And now I'm going to show you.
That dad's there, like, how did they not
Exhibit
get him?
Marked 23M. Detective Masters, and if you could take a look at this, please, and tell me what that is.
I think he's more pissed that they tried to cover it up. The defense. This is what they tried to have kept out.
This is the search history
Right,
events
right.
from the Nikolas Jacob Cruz at gmail.com email account.
Okay, and what's it a search?
So whenever you are logged into a Google account and you are using something such as Google as your search engine, they log each and every search that you use, or even if you use anything on the Chrome browser, they keep track of all of that and tie it back to your account.
Is there a market authenticity from Google?
Yes, there is.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to offer State's Exhibit 23M.
Yeah, he should have been Baker acted right there and then.
Baker Act, is that what you guys call the involuntary hold?
Yep. Yep, through a court order.
Vince, is there any additional?
You go to a judge and you show a little bit of evidence. Doesn't even have to be much. And if he's a minor, it could be a parent.
Yep.
A parent's word. You know, hey, my son or daughter threatened to kill themselves or threatened to kill other people, and I don't think that they're right in the head. And then they write a court order, and the cops will come and pick them up and take them to a facility for a hold of mandatory 72 hours for observation.
Yeah.
Detective Masters, now I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 438. Searches. You will read that, okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay. And there are your initials at the bottom?
Yes, they are.
Okay. All right, so explain what this is.
So this is how the Google searches are provided as far as the text. we formatted them out of the text document that they provide to make it more organized. But the first part shows a date and timestamp, again in UTC time, and then it shows the searched for, so that's what was actually searched for. Anything after the word for is what was actually typed into the search engine or the browser.
This should be
And
interesting.
then below it shows how Google actually displays that link in your web browser URL bar.
Okay. So would you be good enough to read them for us?
Yes, sir. So it's August 24th, 2017 at 19:56 and 24 seconds UTC. Search for Charlottesville shooting. On August 30th, 2017 at 12:50 and 10 seconds UTC, he searched for the Polytech massacre. On August 30th, 2017 at 13:09 and 40 seconds UTC, searched for Columbine High School massacre. On August 30th, 2017 at 13:27:54 UTC, searched for Virginia Tech massacre. On September 2nd, 2017 at 18:12 and 9 seconds UTC, he searched for 5.56 ammo.
Some of these
On
were
September 2nd,
probably being
2017,
Googled while he
at
was in school.
18:12 and 27 seconds UTC, he searched for 5.56 ammo for sale, 1,000 rounds.
Yeah, that's the look of somebody who
On
knows
September
they're
2nd,
fucked.
2017 at 20:26 and 23 seconds UTC, he searched for Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Sport with 2 handguards. On September 2nd, 2017 at 20:27 and 37 seconds UTC, he searched for M&P 15 Sport handguard length. On September 14th, 2017 at 0000 hours, 4 minutes and 24 seconds UTC, search for Virginia Tech massacre. September 14th, 2017 at 00:07 minutes and 19 seconds UTC, he searched for Polytech massacre. On September 18th, 2017 at 03:13 and 38 seconds UTC, searched for 1,000 rounds, 5.56. On September 18th, 2017 at 20:01 and 1 second UTC, search for 5.56 tracer rounds.
Okay, and here's the second page.
Sadly, these searches here
On
don't
October
really mean
3rd,
anything.
2017 at 22:55 and 21 seconds UTC, search for how many rounds were fired during the Las Vegas
debatable,
massacre.
which we'll get into, but that's debatable.
I guess
October 6th,
hindsight
2017
afterwards,
at
yes, but
54 minutes,
I mean,
49 seconds UTC.
I don't search up
for
ammunition because
AR-15
I know nothing
mags.
about guns. But
October 10th,
all the rest I've
2017
searched in
at
the last week.
1:42 and 10 seconds UTC, search for Aurora shooting victims. October 10th, 2017 at 1:43 and 4 seconds UTC, search for Aurora shooting victims list. On October 10th, 2017 at 1:43 and 37 seconds UTC, search for Aurora shooting how many rounds. October 10th, 2017 at 1:44 and 24 seconds, search for Aurora shooting how many rounds were fired. October 10th, 2017 at 2:42 and 43 seconds UTC, search for Aurora massacre.
Okay, Detective Masters, now I'm going to show you State's Exhibit Mark 23L for identification. Yes, you can identify with that.
Well, I mean, these things can only be relevant after the fact because you have the right to Google whatever you want, but it shows up as evidence after the fact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the only, now as far as the comments made on YouTube channels that he was making, well, that's a different story.
They were completely different story. Yeah, they were a disaster.
This is the YouTube search events, also provided by Google and the Nikolas Jacob Cruz at gmail.com account, along with the record certification.
Okay, and you compiled that? Correct?
Yes, I did.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to offer State's Exhibit 23L.
All you people at
Oh, my
YouTube and Google and whatnot, yes, I searched the stuff, but I have no intentions. I'm all good. I wonder what she's checking for. She already approved this before the jury came in.
Any objection to the court receiving what's been marked for identification as state's composite exhibit L? The specific objection that you spoke about earlier is not contained, either of the two more specific objections are not contained in this document, is that correct? Overall, objection to the defense states 23L, like Larry, right?
Has it paused? I think it's paused when he's taking his earbuds out. Yeah, Squirrel, I think he was looking up all those victims and how many rounds so that he could try and break a record. He is, Cherry, he is.
For identification will be received as 449.
Defense said that they hope to be finished next, not defense, prosecution hope to be finished next week, and then the week after they're having the week off.
Do you need a binder for them so it doesn't get separated? I think only the last one.
Tell us what this is.
So these are the YouTube search events. So similar to when you conduct a search, either using the Google search engine or the Chrome browser, whenever you type in a search utilizing YouTube, so whether it's on their website or using the application on a mobile device, they also maintain those records and track what you're searching.
Okay. You want to read those for us, please?
Yes. June 15th, 2017 at 19:48 and 10 seconds UTC, search for McDonald's mass shooting. August 8th, 2017 at 5:57 and 11
He died
seconds UTC,
November
search
2017
for
of pneumonia.
Pumped Up Kicks, Columbine High School. August 9th, 2017 at 20:17 and 17 seconds UTC, search for How to Become Evil in Society. August 10th, 2017 at 1:58 and 9 seconds UTC, search for Pumped Up Kicks, Columbine High School. August 19th, 2017 at 20:15:21 UTC, search for Park Shooting. August 25th, 2017
all overwhelming
at
evidence.
17:08 and 36 seconds UTC, search for Charlottesville shooting. August 28th, 2017 at 17:26 and 52 seconds UTC, search for How to Shoot at 500 yards. August 31st, 2017 at 19:51 and 45 seconds UTC, search for Polytech Massacre.
And page 2 of that exhibit.
I was thinking the same thing, Blue Moon.
August 31st, 2017 at 21:42:49 UTC, search for Wanting to Kill People. September 1st, 2017 at 9:09:25 UTC, search for School Massacre Kids with Guns. September 1st, 2017 at 17:47:07 UTC, search for Columbine Massacre Song. September 6th, 2017 at 0:28:37 seconds UTC, search for Massacre in Hotel. September 6th, 2017
That was Vegas.
at 0:29 and 9 seconds UTC, search for Massacre. September 6th, 2017 at 0:29:45, search for Russian Massacre short film.
That's the one that
September
was
8th,
live
2017
streamed on
at 17,
Facebook, I think it
14,
was.
15 UTC, search for Killing People. September 11th, 2017 at 1:16 UTC, search for AR-15 shooting.
And page 3.
September 14th, 2017 at
Yeah, he shot from a
0:39:57
hotel
UTC,
in Vegas.
search for Polytech Massacre. September 14th, 2017 at 0:40 and 7 seconds UTC, search for Polytech Massacre full movie. September 16th, 2017 at 3:47:48 UTC, search for Virginia Tech Massacre. September 16th, 2017 at 15:18:35 UTC, searched for LA killing rampage. September 16th, 2017 at 17:19:45 UTC, searched for mass murderers. September 16th, 2017 at 17:20:33 UTC, searched for the Virgin Killer. September 16th, 2017 at 17:20:54 UTC, searched for Elliot Roger. September 18th, 2017 at 0:26:20 UTC, searched for Pumped Up Kicks Columbine High School.
Do you know who Elliot Roger is?
Yes, he's a mass shooter who is also known as the Virgin Killer.
Page 4.
September 18th,
aren't they all virgins, though?
2017
I mean,
at 0:45:28 UTC, he searched for Virginia Tech Massacre. September 18th, 2017 at 2:44:35 UTC, searched for Shooting People. September 18th, 2017, 3:23:53 UTC, searched for 1,000 rounds, 5.56. September 26th, 2017, 10:01:59 UTC, searched for Pumped Up Kicks Columbine High School. September 27th, 2017 at 9:50:16 UTC, searched for Pumped Up Kicks Columbine High School. September 27th, 2017.
What's the deal with
at
Pumped Up Kicks from
17:13:14
Columbine?
UTC, searched for AR-15.
I think it's a
tactical
song.
shooting.
Okay.
September 28th, 2017 at 3:48:16 UTC.
I know the song Pumped Up
Search for
Kicks, but I
Polytech
don't know what it has
Massacre
to do with
Pump Up Kicks.
Columbine.
Page 5.
September
Oh,
29th,
I guess, yeah,
2017.
now that I
at
think about the lyrics.
0:56:14 UTC, search for Polytech Massacre full video. October 3rd, 2017 at 4:02:59 UTC, searched for the gun that was used in the Las Vegas massacre. October 4th, 2017 at 1:41:17 UTC, searched for 100 round drum AR-15. October 4th, 2017 at 14:12:49 UTC, searched for AR-15 shooting.
Yeah, I said that, Cherry.
October 5th, 2017 at 8:59:42 UTC, searched for left-handed AR-15. October 5th, 2017 at 16:55:19 UTC, searched for 40 round AR mag. October 6th, 2017 at 17:45:40 UTC, searched for 10 round mag. October 6th, 2017 at 17:46 UTC, searched for 10 round AR-15 mag.
And page 6.
October 6th, 2017, 18:39:06 UTC, searched for PMG 10 round AR-15 shooting. October 6th, 2017 at 18:45:44, searched for AR-15 10 round mag shooting. October 8th, 2017 at 23:41:12 UTC, searched for Pumped Up Kicks Columbine High School. October 13th, 2017 at 20:55:54 UTC, searched for AR-15 tracer ammo. October 16th,
Why didn't you just
2017
download the song?
at 20:40:37
Get out of my
UTC,
head, dude.
searched for shootout with cops. October 16th, 2017 at
I was just thinking the
20:49:22
exact same thing.
UTC, searched for
Man.
criminal shootout with cops. October 16th, 2017 at 21:12:30 UTC, searched for AR-15 shootout. October 16th, 2017 at 23:30:16 UTC, searched for Polytech Massacre full movie.
And page 7.
October 16, 2017 at 23:30:57 UTC, searched for Polytech Massacre Pump Up Kicks. October 19, 2017, 17:12:15 UTC, searched for school shooting. October 20th, 2017, 6:15:53 UTC, searched for top 10 murders caught on camera. October 20th, 2017, 6:16:30 UTC, search for top 10 murders caught on tape. December 11th, 2017, at 21:09:59, search for shooting at girls. December 11th, 2017,
He
at
was
21:16,
he's a misogynist. He hated
search
girls.
for shooting at women.
Little shithead.
December 12th, 2017, at 17:03:08, searched for Russian massacre short film. January 13th, 2018, at 5:57:28 UTC, searched for Virginia Tech massacre.
Page 8.
January 13th, 2018, at 5:58:09 UTC.
He obviously
searched
couldn't
for
handle
Virginia
being
Tech massacre
shut
documentary.
down.
January 13th, 2018,
Yeah.
6:16:43 UTC, searched for being shot with AR-15. January 13th, 2018, at 6:17:54 UTC, searched for shot with AR-15. January 13th, 2018, at 16:24:45 UTC.
It just goes on and
searched
on.
for shooting people. January 14th,
That's an
2018,
obsession.
at 5:07:37 UTC,
Yeah.
searched for kill people. January 15th, 2018, at 17:50:37 UTC, searched for AK-47 massacre. January 16th, 2018, at 5:17:37 UTC, searched for how massacre works. January 16th, 2018, at 5:18:07 UTC, searched for Las Vegas shooting. January 16th, 2018, at 19:37:30 UTC, searched for school shooting song.
Okay. Page 9.
I'm gonna put you in the corner,
January
Cherry.
16, 2018, 19:42:30 UTC, searched for Columbine pump-up kicks. January 17, 2018, at 0:34 UTC, searched for perfect murder weapon. January 18, 2018, 4:51:19 UTC, searched for killing people. January 18, 2018, at 6:12:53
It's not so much needing algorithms
UTC,
to
searched
pick it
for
up.
school shooter.
It's more,
January 19,
they need to actually
2018,
take
at
it more seriously when they
4:23:39
do pick it
UTC,
up.
searched for why I want to kill women. January 19, 2018, at 18:19:15
Because
UTC,
they don't like you.
searched for best places for a massacre. January 19, 2018, 18:20:13 UTC, searched for Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Sport 2 meltdown. January 20th, 2018, 17:58:24
Unless you've got a
UTC, searched
VPN
for
or
massacre.
use stealth mode,
10.
your internet service provider sees all
January
this.
20th, 2018, 17:59:50 UTC, searched for Las Vegas shooting. January 22nd, 2018, at 1:07:10 UTC, searched for killing people. January 22nd, 2018, at 1:20:20 UTC, searched for massacre. January 22nd, 2018, 2:09:03 UTC, searched for murder. January 24th, 2018, 17:47:25
Sadly, these days, a lot of
UTC, searched
people
for
are
killing
looking this
people.
sort of thing up that are just
January
interested in
24th, 2018,
true crime research.
17:58:31
As I said
UTC,
before,
to look-
I've
shooting
looked
people.
I'm
up
about to look
half
up that
of it.
song.
January 27th,
Yeah,
2018, 17:43:58 UTC, searched for Virginia Tech massacre.
But I have a valid explanation for
January
why I looked this
28th,
shit up. You know what I
2018,
mean?
at
Like,
13:08:24
we're on it.
UTC, searched for Eric and Dylan. January 28th, 2018, 13:08:35 UTC, searched for Eric and Dylan documentary.
And Detective Masters, you know who Eric and Dylan are?
Yes, sir, they are the shooters from the Columbine massacre.
Page 11.
January 28th, 2018, 14:54:51 UTC, searched for school shooting video. January 30th, 2018, 4:39:51 UTC, searched for school shooting fail. February 2nd, 2018, 14:45:51, searched for
Hold on.
mall massacre
1
lesson.
second.
February
Okay, listen. Normally, I indulge trolls, whatever, but this situation is way too serious and it's way too triggering for people. and you're not going to come into my chat and disrupt something like this. Now, I do other streams where I joke about people. We have a good time. Sometimes it's somebody's expense. They can make fun of me back. But Cherry, do not indulge her. She starts her shit again. Just kick her out of here. Fuck her. We don't need that shit here right now.
February 2nd, 2018, 14:35:38 UTC. Search for mall massacre, active self-defense. February 7th, 2018, 13:21:40 UTC. Search for guitar case. February 13th, 2018, 17:14:10. Search for school shooters.
So this is him planning all this. Thank you, Cherry.
Oh, so he was genuinely going to buy a guitar case to disguise it in.
Right. But you had to Google buying a guitar case? Like, really, dude? Was he like thinking like, what do I do to really seal the deal once I'm in court for this bullshit?
So
I'll
then
Google
he could
literally everything.
KK, a guitar case so he can disguise the gun and ammunition and that.
I'll show you the state's exhibit.
He had to take
Yeah,
an Uber to get there. He didn't want it to be obvious that he was carrying a gun and weapons.
Right. That's what it's what the Uber driver said that he had. And he said he was going to music class. Yeah, music class or something like that. Yeah. What's up, Bubblegum?
These are some of the search history events from the Linda Cruz 1949 at gmail.com account.
Okay, and how's that related to the Nikolas Cruz account?
That's his mom, I think.
So when the Broward Sheriff's Office first obtained the data from the Nikolas Jacob Cruz email account, they provide a document that shows the linked accounts, the accounts that are linked both by SMS or text message. When you get a validation text message when you first sign up, they link those accounts by that phone number, and then they also link different accounts based upon your web browser cookie. So that's a small file that's on your computer that tracks your movement around and tells them when the same computer has visited the same website or the same servers over a different period of time. They keep track of all those different accounts, and that's how we identified Linda Cruz 1949.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to end this authenticity certificate from Google.
Yes, there's also a certificate of authenticity.
I feel like it's very difficult for this man to be on his feet all day like this.
I was going to say that. Poor Graham.
A bad back problem or something.
Yeah.
He's holding up though, man. He's doing good.
Yeah. First day I thought he was going to blow it.
Authentication.
Yeah. Maybe not blow it, but like, dude, you can do better, bro. Come on. But then he did. He's been doing great.
Yeah, no, literally, first day I said it should have been dismissed and gone for a retrial. But no, he's been spot on since, so. But then I guess the first day the courtroom was completely packed to the max with all the families, so. That would have had to have put a lot of weight on his shoulders.
Is there any objection to the court receiving that's been marked for identification 23K, as in kangaroo?
Yes, Judge, I'll renew all previous objections made.
Did she just say K as in kangaroo?
B180, B218.
Probably.
Okay, thank you.
Aw,
The
she wants to be
defense
Aussie.
objection states 23K will be
I'll
received
have you.
440.
Just don't smuggle dogs over.
I mean, he's in good shape. You could tell he works out.
Yeah, he's doing his month's exercise in this trial alone.
Detective Master showing you state.
Yeah, I mean,
440.
he's slim, fit for an elderly guy, you know, no
Is the
dad bod.
Google search history events from the Linda Cruz 1949@gmail.com account.
Did you read this for us?
Yes.
I
November
wouldn't be
15th,
surprised if this is his
2017,
last trial.
151605 UTC, search for Stoneman Douglas. November 15th, 2017, at 161820 UTC, search for Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. November 16th, 2017, 192930 UTC, search for I Want to Kill People.
Jesus, dude.
December 23rd, 2017, at 4:41:08 UTC, search for Massacre.
You know what we're seeing here?
December 23rd, 2017, at 4:41:28 UTC, search for Massacre Killing.
Someone
This
really
is a
fucked up in the head.
December 23rd, 2017.
Yeah, he's looking at- this is what
4:41:46
Letitia
UTC,
Stock
search
did.
For killing people.
He's using Google as
January
like
13th,
a diary.
1657.
He's venting through Google.
Searched for Stoneman Douglas. January 13th,
She was dumb as a
2018,
post, though.
at 3:25:02.
Oh my
search
God.
Google-
for Smith
Yeah.
and Wesson.
Googling, can you
MP
track a
15 Sport
Nintendo
2 firing
Switch?
pin.
Page 2.
January 16th, 2018, at 20:54:14 UTC, search for school shooting books. January 28th, 2018, 14:51:33 UTC, search for school shooter test. January 28th, 2018, at 14:44:32 UTC, searched for how to become a school shooter.
What?
January 30th,
What the
2018,
fuck?
at 17:50:51 UTC.
I don't
search
mean to
for
laugh, but
Aurora
how
shooting
stupid are you to
victims.
think that you could just, you know,
January 31st,
there's a
2018,
tutorial
at
on how to be a school
22:43:36, search for
available on
Aurora
the internet.
Massacre.
I'm
January
officially
31st,
diagnosing
2018,
him
at
with scarecrow syndrome.
23:05:46 UTC, search for school shooting. February 2nd, 2018, at 14:19:28
If he only had a brain.
UTC, search for Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. February 2nd, 2018, at 15:11:44 UTC, searched for Marjorie Stoneman Douglas school hours.
Page 3.
What? He went there.
February 2nd, 2018, at 15:19:45 UTC, searched for Stoneman Douglas school map.
Yeah, he's
February 3rd,
planning.
2018,
He's planning.
at 5:49:38 UTC, searched for school shooting. February 7th, 2018, at 1:01:16 UTC, searched for Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. February 7th, 2018, at 13:22:27 UTC, search for soft guitar case.
Why would he go
February
for a
10th,
gig bag? I would go for a hard case.
46:33 UTC, search for school shooters. February 12th, 2018.
Well, a hard case is shaped.
17:40:04 UTC.
The
search
inside
for
of a hard
school
case is
shooters.
shaped for a
February
guitar.
12th, 2018, at
Like-
17:40:23 UTC, search for
A gig bag
school
is
shooter
just.
YouTube.
I mean, you're not going to be able to close a hard case guitar, a hard case for a guitar
February 13th, 2018.
with a rifle in it.
At 0:25:52 UTC.
Wouldn't you?
Search for
No.
I
how
would
long
think
does
so.
it take for a cop to show up
The
at his
barrel
No, you
will
wouldn't
fit
be-
where the neck goes, and
February
then
14th, 2018.
the main body of the gun would be where the body of the
03:06:22,
guitar is.
Searched for Marjorie Stoneman
Yeah,
Douglas.
but it only goes so far. Like, I guarantee you that an AR-15 is technically longer than a guitar. Than your.
Is it?
you know.
Okay. I think an electric. I don't know. I'd be interested to find out whether it would fit in a
20.
I mean, maybe a
hard-
base.
G.
either a base or a strat case. Because a gig bag would show the gun in it. You'd see it bulging.
Not really. I mean, nobody noticed. You know what I mean? Like, it worked. Fooled the Uber driver.
Yeah, I don't think she would work out a guitar was in it, even if it was a hard case.
These are the YouTube comments that were associated with the Nikolas Cruz Macavor
See, Cherry, you
At
can't
Gmail
arrest
account.
somebody for thinking about
Gmail
committing
account
a crime.
along with the record certification.
You know, I mean, you can't.
Yes, I did.
Now, for making outright threats, you can, like the YouTube comments. That's different.
Yeah.
But like the stuff he's Googling is just somebody thinking. You can't arrest somebody for thinking.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that he Googled, either gun enthusiasts would research or people like us, true crime channels and that would
Other than-
research.
Other
But
than
researching them both together is kind of random.
Well, other than him saying I want to kill people and Googling I want to kill people, other than those searches, you could sit there and argue that it's just somebody who is interested in school shooters, is obsessed with the subject of school shooting. Doesn't mean that they necessarily want to do it.
I'd be screwed if that was the case.
Right. Right.
I've been Googling it all for the last 2 weeks since this started, so
441.
well, I've been Googling it for years, but I do most of these searches, Michelle.
Yeah, I don't want to hear this shit. Like, y'all are in the chat are killing me.
Yeah.
Like that's a really slippery slope that you're talking about.
I'm gonna show you 400.
Because I mean, where does it stop?
441.
You know, where's your right to privacy? You know what I mean? Do you not value your right to privacy? Because what you're talking about, it screws it up for everybody.
These are the YouTube comments provided
You don't
by
get
Google
to just
that are
pick
associated
one
with the
person,
Nikolas Cruz
you know, and take away their right to privacy. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, could you read that for us, please?
Yes. July 3rd, 2017, at 10:39:54 p.m. UTC. When I turn 21, I am going to kill people. July 3rd, 2017, at 11:45:05 p.m. UTC.
I wouldn't search how to be a school shooter.
You will hear me on the news.
But then that's just, you know.
July 4th, 2017, 12:11:35
You've got a problem if you need to search that one.
On the night of my massacre, you are not forgotten, Elliot. May you RIP.
Yeah, but he hasn't committed a crime.
July 4th.
You see what I'm saying? So when he's saying I want to kill people or
35 a.m. UTC.
How to be a school shooter, you can't arrest somebody for having ideas. That's not against the law.
July 4th,
That's
2017.
a major violation of basic human rights.
UTC.
The stuff that he's reading now is something that they should flag.
July 4th, 2017. At 7:20.
Flagging, sure,
PM
but
UTC.
you can't go and arrest
to kill
somebody
people.
just for typing the shit in the
July
computer.
5th, 2017.
You know what I mean? So what are they talking about would have been the solution?
UTC. I think about killing people, though.
These are what would have got in the 72-hour.
Who's to say he wasn't red flagged?
I want to kill people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Who's to say he wasn't? But you can't, I mean, you can't necessarily stop him. I mean, on what grounds are you going to arrest him? What are the methods of stopping him from committing this crime? Arresting him, right? So what are you suggesting here?
Michelle, actually, your internet service provider does monitor your internet searches.
Come on, people, use your brains.
Thank you.
Okay, they're going on recess. Look, use your brains, people. You don't get to sit here and say, well, they should have done something. They should have done something. Done what? Cherry's saying nobody said arrest him. Okay, maybe have him evaluated or something. Okay, maybe. But I'm saying when you Google somebody, just because you're Googling somebody, what the worst thing that they're gonna do, the most that they're going to do, and let's say they red flag him, right? They show up to his house and they ask him a couple of questions. What's he gonna do? He's gonna lie. That's all they have grounds to do is go, hey, we saw some disturbing things on your computer, some disturbing searches. So we just want to ask you a couple questions.
Yeah.
Do you plan on killing anybody? What's he gonna do? Go, yeah. No, he's not. He's gonna lie because he's already dead set on getting it done. And these people are threatening somebody knocking on his door and asking him questions is threatening his chances of being able to execute the plan that he's obsessing over. So he's going to lie to be able to pull this off later on. So what do you suggest they do? Just arrest him after he hasn't committed a crime yet? No. So just saying, you got to think ahead, people. Like, I get what you're saying, and it's infuriating. You know, it's infuriating. But this isn't Minority Report. You can't just arrest somebody before a crime takes place in order to prevent the crime. It doesn't work that way.
Do you reckon they could have done something just based on the comments that he made on the post
different.
where he said he was going to?
Because he said he was going to kill people. Like in the Google searches, he's saying, I want to kill people and how to be a school shooter and Columbine and blah, blah, blah. I mean,
yeah,
there's an argument for that stuff. It could just mean that he's obsessing over school shooters.
Yeah.
Let's just say I typed in, I want to kill people in Google, right? Let's just say I do that. Somebody comes and asks me questions. Why would you Google, I want to kill people? Well, I heard somebody say that, and I thought maybe if I typed it in, you know, it would give me a broad bunch of different things to reference. I mean, how are you going to argue with that? It sounds like a bullshit answer, but how are you going to call me a liar and arrest me? I haven't committed a crime. So, you know, like I said, you know, you can either arrest him, which you can't, or you can go and ask him questions and automatically, as a defense mechanism and as a means to be able to pull off what he's obsessing over, his plans, the plans that he's obsessing over, in order to execute those plans, he's going to lie. He's going to say, I don't know. My cousin did that. Or, okay, well, where's your cousin? Oh, I don't know. You know, or just, I plead the fifth. I want a lawyer. You know what I mean? That's it. I want a lawyer. And what's a lawyer going to do? Did he break the law? Well, no. Okay, so is my client under arrest? Well, no. Okay, well, you don't have to say anything. And since my client isn't under arrest, well, we'll see you later. Thank you so much. Right? I mean,
and then on top of that, it's linked to the accounts. They haven't said that they actually traced it back to his IP. So he could turn around and say, I signed into my accounts on a library computer or a school computer or something and didn't sign out, and someone else searched
somebody
it.
Somebody hacked me. Yep. Somebody got my password. Sure. I get bullied in school all the time.
They're not going to get a warrant to dig deeper for his IP and that, based on that.
Right. Now, like I said, the YouTube comments, because we're not totally in disagreement, people. Those of you that are getting upset that, you know, that I'm kind of challenging the things that you're saying, because I see that you're passionate about it. I'm passionate about it too. I'm just a realist. You know, as far as the Google searches go, there's no grounds to arrest him now. But I do feel him saying, I plan on killing people in his YouTube comments. That's a different story. That makes him right there legally a danger to himself or others. Therefore, under the Florida Baker Act, that somebody could have gotten a court order from a judge and had him committed into observation for 72 hours. Now, let's say that actually happened, right? You don't think that dude could manipulate his way out of that situation and sit there and lie and tell a psychiatrist whatever they want to hear to be able to be let loose in 72 hours? You know what I mean? Like, people do it all the time. People play the system all the time.
Exactly, Michelle. People do papers on this kind of thing all the time. I research it just because I'm interested in it. So, yeah, searches, they've got nothing to go off. Yeah.
Yep.
Nitro, no, I don't think his family would have had a clue that he was searching it because he was doing it on his phone.
Are they done for the day? No, right?
No, they're just on a 15-minute recess, I think.
Okay, I hope so. It's only 2:30. They usually end around 4:30.
Yeah. No, all of this searches and that was done before buying the gun.
Sorry, I was muted. These Google searches, they do have a positive to them. There's a positive thing to them, whereas they do work as damning evidence once a crime is committed. So now we're looking at this and we're, which makes us, all go, well, why didn't somebody do something? Why didn't somebody do something to stop this? That right there, that reaction that you're getting is a result of seeing it's clear what this dude was planning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's clear. So now that, we're seeking justice, they're just going through Google search after Google search after Google search after Google search that is showing, I want to kill people, Columbine, Sandy Hook, Las Vegas shooting, blah, 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 blah. So all of that stuff, and that's showing a clear obsession,
aggravated circumstances.
Right. And he's Googling the school in which he shot up on top of it. He's Googling maps to the school. So, you know what I mean? So this is a good thing that it exists as evidence, but beyond that, sorry, there's just realistically, when it comes to the United States of America and your rights, there's a line that you're never going to be able to cross as long as this is a free country.
Yeah. I'm confused. Challenge you at what?
I don't think she's talking to you directly.
Cool.
She's talking about her comment. She's saying at Central here in Oak Ridge, 3 kids did that to disrupt the class. They didn't have access to a gun. It was a joke. And they are being charged as terrorists. Challenge me. I mean, that's because they made a threat, most likely. Like I said, you yourself made the point, Michelle Macklin, that you what he Googled can be argued as just plain research. Making direct threats, that's different. So those kids probably made direct threats as a joke, but being charged as terrorists, maybe they should learn a lesson. Maybe they should be made an example of. Like, you don't joke about shit like that. And that doesn't count as free speech. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
doesn't count.
They definitely take the stuff like calling it out in class and that more serious now. The Columbine shooters did a video assignment, and they did it on saying that they were going to shoot up all the jocks and all that in the school, and it wasn't taken serious because it was just an assignment. The teacher obviously failed them on it, but that's as far as it went.
Yeah, it's if you say you're in Oak Ridge, Michelle, then you're not far from me. Not too far anyway. So yeah, it's gonna pour here, supposedly. It's supposed to rain all week. Well, nope. No rain till tomorrow. Lucky me. No, Cherry, I'm the worst at replying. Sad. One gummy worm left.
I want gummy worms.
These things are great. I just had a hankering for them yesterday, so I bought a bag. They were only $1. But I got to keep my mic off when I'm chewing them because I don't want to be like MGL. What was the name of that song?
Pumped Up Kicks.
Kicks like as in shoes?
Yeah.
There we go.
And to think it's the chorus of it is a viral sound on TikTok.
No, I can't.
You bet
I can't.
your sweet
I
ass
can't play
that
it because I'll get a copyright strike if I play it.
you can
but
pull
I'm
the
gonna
lyrics
listen
up
to it.
though.
Yeah, I guess I can do that. And truth is, I don't really want to hear the song. I don't give a shit about Foster the People. Oh, I know the song too.
Yeah, it was very well known.
The course just came to me. They used to play it at my old job all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
I hate that song.
But once it's in your head, you can't get it out.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I hate it. All right, so let's see. Pumped Up Kicks. Robert's got a quick hand. He'll look around the room, but won't tell you his plan. He's got a rolled cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's a cowboy kid. Yeah, he's a cowboy kid. Yeah, he found a 6-shooter gun in his dad's closet with a box of fun things. I don't even know what, but he's coming for you. Yeah, he's coming for you. So this little shithead is like fantasizing being this dude, like in his mind. Like that's what he's doing, is sitting around in his room. Like what was it Brad Pitt said in the movie Seven? Just sitting around masturbating and rubbing peanut butter on himself. Ooh.
Sounds sticky.
I don't even know what, but he's coming for you. Yeah, he's coming for you. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks You better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run faster than my bullet. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks. I wonder if he had earbuds in while this song was playing, you know, and he was just going around shooting. I mean, we get the gist. You know what I mean? Like we get the gist. This is clearly a song about somebody shooting a bunch of people. And all the other kids with the pumped up kicks, he's referring to kids. So, tell you what, you know what we should do? We should ban this song, and we should cancel Foster the People, right? Isn't that what we should do based on everybody's philosophy that's a red flag? You know, should we what do you call it? Baker Act or you know, detain the writer of these lyrics for observation for 72 hours against his will because he's saying you better run from my gun. I mean, he's saying right here, you better run, outrun my gun. Faster than my bullet. You better be faster than my bullet, he's saying. So I guess we gotta lock this guy up. But wait a minute. That's not what they do with songs like this. What they do with songs like this is Billboard Music gives them the award for top rock song. And they nominate Billboard Music nominates the song for top alternative song. Yeah. So they don't cancel, you know, this stuff, you know, but they'll cancel you for using the F word to refer to a homosexual person, which is, you know, okay. And I'm not saying it's okay to do that. What I'm saying is, what are they going by here? What's cancel culture going by? What's the measurement? Something that may make somebody go, hey, don't use that word, or, you know, something that a school shooter will Google over and over and over and over and over again. Dude, like if the people from Foster the People, if the members of Foster the People are sitting around watching this trial, they're cringing every time that dude read out that title of that song when he was reading out his Google list. They're sitting there going, oh my God, man, come on, really? Oh my God. But you know what? At the same time, guess what? I just Googled the lyrics to this song. I just looked it up on YouTube. So guess what? Their record sales probably just skyrocketed as of about 15 minutes ago.
Yep. I literally just looked it up on TikTok, so uh-oh.
And I'm not even like, and I'm not, you know, I don't care. That's just how things work. I'm not upset about that. What I'm just saying is, what's the scale here? Like, what's the measurement here on what gets canceled and what doesn't? You know what I mean? Like, based on what is cancel culture exactly?
It's kind of sad looking at all these videos on TikTok of kids dancing along to the song. I guess they haven't looked at the lyrics to see what it's about.
And the song is right. And the song, like, is stuck in my head right now, and I don't even like it. Like, it's catchy as hell. And I've never, ever once independently searched for the song and played it. Never. But I know the song. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks better run. Like, I've heard the song a million times, yet It's never played in my house. It's never played through any of my tech. Never once, ever. And yet I am that familiar with that song.
Yeah.
Yes, cancel the troll. Should I keep reading the lyrics? Let's see. Maybe there's like a climax to the song. Cherry knows all about climax. Hold on. Yeah, run. 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 Okay, Scooby-Doo singing this song now. Run. All the other kids with the pump up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids are faster than my bullet. It's just repeating. Yeah, it's not even that clever. It just repeats itself over and over again. That's what sells music, folks. Is the last 2 minutes of repetitive hook, so that it's planted in your head, and then you go, dude. And that's totally how it works. I'm old as fuck, right? So I used to work at Sam Goody. I don't know if you know what Sam Goody is. It's a place, it's a big chain of stores that sold CDs, right? And I worked there when Who Let the Dogs Out came out.
Oh God.
And I worked in West Palm Beach, Florida. Okay. West Palm Beach, Florida. It's just north of Parkland here, right? It's just north of Parkland, and I would have fun. Cherry so endearingly refers to me as the troll. Here's an example, because I've always been one. So working at Sam Goody, this was 20 years ago, and these soccer moms would come in, because it's, PGA Boulevard. It's like white lady soccer mom heaven, right? Is West Palm Beach, Florida. It is. And so they would all come in, the soccer moms, because they wanted the Who Let the Dogs Out song to be the music that would hype up their little girl soccer teams, because they might have a clever soccer team name, like the Poodles, or the Bulldogs, or whatever. And it's like, oh, Who Let the Dogs Out? Oh my God, that's going to really intimidate the other team, And of course, again, just like this song,
and then the other team's using the exact same thing.
It followed me everywhere. Never once played it on my own ever in my life, right? But I heard it so many times, and so you got to have some fun with these soccer moms who are not hip at all, and they're like,
why do soccer moms get such a beating over there?
So they would walk in, and they would come up to the counter, and they'd be like, hey, I'm looking for this song. I think who did somebody let the dogs out, something like that, and then I'd be like, I don't know if I heard of that one, even though I'm really sick of it and I've never listened to it on my own in my life. But I'm like, I don't know that one.
How does it go? Sing a bit for me.
Exactly what I would do. Exactly what I would do.
I used to work at a store like that as well. We call it Myers over here. And I was either in the toy section or the music section. I love the toy section the most, because I got to play with. I'd go around all the Tickle Me Elmos and that, and set them all off at once.
Oh, okay. I was like, where's this going, dude?
Drive the boss nuts.
Hold on. Here we go. We're back on. Is there sound? No, there's no sound. Hold on.
July 26, 2017 at 3:44:11 a.m. UTC. I want to join the Army for the chance to kill people and end life. July 26, 2017 at 6:18 p.m. UTC. What a little pussy, you're supposed to do one fucking thing and you only managed to fucking injured one person. You little fucking pussy, I would have killed everyone. not ask a
Jesus,
question,
dude.
and kill everyone. July 26, 2017, at 6:46 p.m. UTC. No mercy, no questions, always double tap. July 31st, 2017, 4:58 a.m. UTC. I already see my future, nothing but loneliness. I wish to keep something in the history books like Eric and Dylan. For that, you will hear me on the news 2020.
Doesn't double tap
July
mean that
31st,
you surrender?
2017, at 5:23.
Double tap means shoot twice.
I'm going
okay.
to kill people, 20 people.
Second one for insurance to make
September
sure they're
11th, 2017, at 7:33 p.m. UTC. I fucking
I was
shoot
thinking
all of them.
WWE. Tapping out.
dead. No, very different.
Now I'm gonna show you a state's exhibit.
So who's the guy sitting in the gallery by himself?
I think he was a previous witness, wasn't he?
I don't know, but I don't know if he's supposed to testify at least again. Can he be in the gallery? I don't think he's allowed to be in the gallery.
Expert
And here are
witnesses
the
can.
testimonies. I do love Britney Spears. I don't care what anybody says.
I worked with Britney Spears. I did her in-ear monitors.
Yes, these are the YouTube comments from the Antifa Killer 69
Okay,
Google account.
okay. How did you tie
Jesus, dude.
Antifa Killer 69 to Nikolas Cruz?
Utilizing the same method
Subtle,
with
dude.
the same document from the
Antifa
Nikolas
Killer
Jacob
69.
Cruz, Gmail account where they listed.
It's not even creative. I can't help but
the
laugh at
matching
people
phone
who
numbers
use
for the
69
SMS
in their
connection, as
screen
well
names.
as the web browser cookie.
Okay, and I forgot to ask you about Linda Cruz, 1949. How did you link that to Nikolas Cruz?
That was through the same method. That was also linked through the browser cookie.
And you know who Linda Cruz is?
The defendant's stepmother, I believe.
Okay. And do you know when she passed away?
I believe it was November 1st of 2017.
Okay. All right, so with State's Exhibit.
I think it was the 13th.
Antifa Killer, did you compile that?
I did.
And it was not his stepmother, I think, was it? Unless it was
No, it was his birth mom.
not his birth mom, but his adopted mom, right?
No, because actually possible. When he was adopted, he may have taken on the
That's what I'm thinking.
As well as arguments of D-178, D-215, and DMIL-10.
Okay, over the defense objection, the state's composite 23H will be received in part in its current form as 440.
Okay, class, behave. Children.
Correct. Yes, it was his adopted mum. Nikolas's mother, Linda Cruz, was 68 when she died of pneumonia in November 2017. Nikolas had turned 18 a year earlier. Linda had raised him and his brother, both adopted as a single parent for many years after losing her husband when Nikolas was a tot. Nikolas never graduated high school, though he was still trying at the age of 19.
What is that?
These are the YouTube comments provided by Google, which associate with the Antifa Killer 69 Google account.
Okay, could you read that for us?
October 31st, 2017, at 9:16:32 p.m. UTC. It's over. My time is almost here. Fuck all of you. Fuck you all. Muahahahaha. I hope I kill you all. October 23rd, 2017, 11:26:09 p.m. UTC. I just hate people in general. October 23rd, 2017, 9:29:04 p.m. UTC. I'm a mass murderer. I'm a mass murderer with interesting thoughts of death and destruction.
And State's Exhibit Mark 23I. Application, take a look at that.
This is the Google search history for Nikolas Cruz Makarov,
Okay, and how did you tie that to Nikolas Cruz?
through the same method with the web browser cookie and the SMS.
Okay, and did you compile that?
I did.
Okay, and it has the authenticity certificate from Google?
It does.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to offer State's Exhibit 23I.
Okay, is there any objection?
Yes, Judge. Previous objections that were made earlier today and the D numbers have already been, placed on record.
Okay. Over the defense objection states composite exhibit 23I will be received as 444.
Detective Masters, now show you State's Exhibit 444. What is this?
These are the Google search history events for Nikolas Cruz Makarov at gmail.com.
Okay, and would you read that to us, please?
July 7th, 2017 at 17:09:11 UTC, search for AR-15 mags. July 15th, 2017 at 5:45:55 UTC, search for movie theater massacre gun. July 16th, 2017, 1941:13 UTC, search for movie theater massacre gun. July 21st, 2017 at 2:52:43 UTC, search for gun case cost. July 26, 2017, 1:25:14 UTC, search for Virginia Tech massacre.
Thank you, Detective Masters. Your Honor, I have no further questions of this witness.
Guys, do you have any questions? Yes, Judge. Okay.
Good afternoon, Detective.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
None of Mr. Cruz's accounts were set to a private, correct?
What do you mean set to private?
None of his social media accounts or Gmail accounts were set under a privacy setting
I'm not sure of the other, there's no privacy settings really for
for Google.
Gmail accounts, right? The searches are held on the back end.
Okay, what about YouTube?
The YouTube comments are publicly available.
Okay. And that's different than searches, right? Searches aren't always publicly available, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And when Mr. Cruz was posting on the YouTube comments, and many of his Gmail accounts, he used his real name.
On the Gmail accounts we just covered, yes.
Yes. And would you agree with me that Mr. Cruz spells his first name, Nikolas, in a different manner than most people do?
Yes. Well, it's different than the spelling of my name, yes.
Right.
It's Greek.
Are
way he
you
spells
aware of whether Google or YouTube or anyone else monitors searches and comments for possible threats?
I'm not aware of anything that they do, no.
Okay. I'm going to show you states 443. So I can figure out how to use this. Can you see that, Detective?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you had read off the October 31st, 2017 comment there, correct? At
Yeah.
On Direct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were aware that when this comment was made, Mr. Cruz's mother was in the hospital dying and in fact died less than 24 hours
Oh,
later.
come on.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Okay.
What they've got to try. That's mitigating circumstances.
Thank you.
Steve, do you have anything else?
The jury would have thought the exact same thing as you did, though.
You're right. My mommy's died.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill the whole world.
Good news. Hopefully it's good news.
Hey, guy,
Instead of
everybody's mom
spending-
dies.
The last witness, they have two
Everybody's
Yeah,
mom
mine-
dies, dude.
We are
Literally.
going to,
Yep, mine died 2 years ago.
You all have been given, or you should have been given a letter.
Hey, if your mom
which is
hasn't
signed
died,
by
chat,
you indicating
everybody in the chat, if your mom hasn't died yet,
and that you're
she's going to,
required
just so you know.
back on Monday, you will notice that the time is 30 minutes later on your calendar. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, you don't have to be here until 9 o'clock. Please take the calendar with you. And then Thursday, we need you here a little bit early. That's also on the calendar. I will remind you each day of that. Other than that, please remember that when we are in recesses, you may not discuss the case with anyone, including friends or family members. You may not try to look up information about the case or the people and places involved. Do not permit anyone to say anything to you or in your presence about this case. And if anyone attempts to say something to you about the case, tell the person to stop and report the matter immediately. Thank you all very much for your time and attention. Have a safe drive home, and I will see you back on Monday morning.
Monday
Keep your
morning.
notepads behind. Thank you.
What the heck? Why are they cutting weeks in half?
No idea. Well, excuse me. Sorry about that.
I hope it's not next week I have to go to Brisbane.
Okay, members have been excused. Everyone may be seated. Lawyers, for your information, the Chief Judge, Jack Tudor, would like to have another meeting similar to the one from last week. He is available today. He has confirmed, has attempted to confirm with both offices. He's confirmed with BSO, and he was going to, it was set for 4 because I wasn't exactly sure when we were going to be done, but I can ask him. Hold on one second. Okay, he can do it when you all finish up here. We can go straight, I think he's on 20th floor. I assume you all are available since we finished it for week. Okay, and he said if the state could let Mr. Pryor know, because he was confirmed for 4 o'clock, and then he asked me to let Tony with BSO know because he was also confirmed for 4 o'clock. So why don't we, it's 3:02 now, why don't we aim for about 3:15? That'll give everyone an opportunity to gather their belongings, okay? Sure. Thank you.
I almost said bless you to that piece of shit.
We're
All right, that's it. Yeah, so me and the judge will see you guys Monday. We got plans, so you know, just kidding. Well, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because it is somebody's birthday around here, not mine. But and
Oh,
so
happy birthday, Panda.
yeah, it's not Panda's.
Well, it should be.
But yeah, I gotta kind of like make an appearance or whatever, and I don't really want it, but you know, just I'm birthdays to me are stupid. You know, like that's another thing. Everybody was born. You're not special. You know,
I am. My mom told me that a lot.
like when grown-ups, I mean, now this person's not like this. They're not, you know. But and if they were, I would make it a point to not even acknowledge their birthday because I'm like that. But like when grown-ups are like, hey, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's like, dude, really? You're grown up. You know, birthdays and Christmases, It's for the kids, man. And I like Christmas. I like the whole vibe. I like all that. I like the presents, giving presents and decorating the tree and Christmas carols. I love Christmas songs. I love all that stuff. But you know, like when I see adults like getting weird about presents that they got or didn't get, I'm like, what?
Grow up.
Wait, are you
And just to
serious right
put it
now?
out there, James Blunt thinks I'm beautiful.
Dude.
He's the only one, but you know.
Yeah, so like when like I see like a grown up out with their friends and they're like, it's my birthday, so we're gonna do what I want and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, man, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna go home. I'll see you guys later. But
Provide
anyways,
me a lot more alcohol or smell you later.
seriously, since you're so fucking special, buy everybody else alcohol. But all right, I'm gonna wrap this up, and I guess I mean, I'm sure I'll see, you know, some or most of you, who knows, prior to Monday, under different subject matter.
Yep.
But regarding this subject matter, I will see you all on Monday.
That sounds like a plan.
All right, take it easy, Matt.
I will definitely try. I will definitely, if you're doing any streams between now and then, I will see you then.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. I might go on later tonight or tomorrow. Who knows?
Sweet.
All right, I'll see you later, man.
Later, everyone.
All right, guys, I love you. We will do this again very soon, my friends.